Welcome. I would like to quickly address something I was discussing with a friend some days ago. She just came into the country. She just came into Canada. If you're new to my channel, welcome here. My name is Tomi Adinuga. I am an immigrant. Recently, what am I saying recently? I moved from my home country, Nigeria, about 2 years ago in April of 2023, and I've been in Canada ever since. And I'm a lifestyle content creator, an entrepreneur, a business owner, everything in between. I'm an advertiser, I'm a marketer, things like that. Basically, that's my forte, that's my field. If you're new here, please welcome on board. Hopefully, I won't take so much of your time. I just want to quickly share something that is so profound and I think you will benefit from, especially if you're an immigrant anywhere in the part of the world, and if you're also planning to migrate from your home country to any part of the world, probably like from Nigeria to Canada to the UK to USA, because I think this is a topic that will really benefit you. So please just come closer, drag your seat, and you'll be able to learn something from here. First things first. So this person was having this discussion with me and she was like, to me, Canada is a scam. And I was like, this is old gist. This is like outdated gist. And that was exactly the same thing I told her. I told her that if you're still believing this in 2025, then I don't know what is going on. So what does she mean? She means that, oh, the PR they sold to us, that come to Canada, everything is flowing with milk and honey, is just a lie. And I was like, who still believes that in this present dispensation? Who still believes that, oh, when I leave my home country, the moment I land into Canada, everything will be sorted for me. I have my bills sorted. I have a very good job. I'm not saying this is not the case for some people, but let's face reality. This is not the case for a lot of people. I have seen people that have come into this country 1 month, 2 months, 5 months, 6 months, 1 year, 18 months. And I am not exaggerating that they've not found, not even their dream job, even a job. That's the truth. Am I discouraging you from relocating? Far from it, absolutely not. If you've ever listened to me, if you've ever had a topic that I have discussed about, me sharing my own personal example and my own personal reality, I always try to say that let the picture be a little bit bigger so that hopefully you're not so disappointed. If the only reason why you're choosing to migrate is for economic reasons, I am so sorry. I am not one to bring bad news or to break or to burst your bubble, but maybe that might not be what you might actually be getting. I am not a pessimist, but I'm just trying to be realistic. And I am sure most of us here would agree with me. I am not saying that don't come to Canada, don't go to the USA, don't go to the UK. There are many reasons why a lot of us choose to migrate. But don't come with the mindset like, oh, once I come, I have a job waiting for me. Far from the truth. Please, Canada, please disabuse your minds from that. If you think there's a PR like, oh, come to Canada, I know that was then, that was what a lot of people felt many years ago, 5-6 years ago. But I thought that curtain had been lifted a long time ago. I thought all of us now understand that this is not what it really is. And I'm sure if you're in Canada as well, you can bear me witness. You can say, oh, probably what she's saying is even the truth or close to the truth. I am not saying, like I said, that some people have not had their dream jobs or maybe they did not land what they wanted the moment they entered the country. But for a lot of people, it might not be the case. So what should you do in that case? I will not discourage you. In fact, if you know anything about me, I will encourage you to come. Come with a plan. Come with plan B. And I'm here just to share my own life examples, my own experience with people who might be like, okay, let me hear what she's talking about. Probably it might help me. Like I said, when we were coming, in fact, I felt I had a better life from where I was coming from. And it was a tough battle deciding to uproot everything and decide to come. I've shared it on my Instagram page and on different platforms why we choose to come. There are many reasons why we choose to come, many deep reasons why we choose to come. And for us, even though it was very tough at some point, I was just holding on to the fact that there's a bigger reason why I need to be here. There's a reason why I need to fight, and I'll fight for it with everything I have gotten in me. Whilst fighting, you can't fight with empty mouth. You can't fight with nothing in your pocket. You can't fight with an empty account. You need money, and that is very understandable for everybody. This is a country whereby you need to pay your bills. So whether you're relocating anywhere, you need to pay your bills. So I came into Canada, and before I left my home country, I've always been a content creator, and I had that same mindset like, okay, I think I might need to do something of my own. I didn't have plans on like getting a job, but of course, getting here, I was like, I actually need to get a job because you need to pay your bills. And that was what was on the table for my family and myself. But the job did not come for months. I applied, the job did not come. And I was like, I have something I can fall back on. I have my content creation thing I can do. I am an entrepreneur. I've been an entrepreneur back from Nigeria. Why don't I fall back and start looking at all those skills that I have, start honing them, churn them, and make it into something worthwhile? And that is exactly what I did. Thank God, 2 years after, till date, I don't have a resume in Canada. I've never done a 9 to 5 in Canada. I've never done corporate. This is me that I have always done a lot of corporate jobs back in Nigeria. I've been in consulting. I've been in banking and finance. I've done media. I've done like media consultation. So I've done all the works of corporate life. So I understand where I'm coming from. And this is me choosing to like, okay, let me do something of my own. Am I preaching to you to be a business owner? Absolutely not. Not everybody can be, and that's the reality. Am I preaching to you to be a content creator? Not everybody can be a content creator. Not everybody will be, and it's okay to have that truth. But can you have a business even whilst having corporates? Yes. This is 2025. If you are planning on having more income for yourself, for your family, let's not even talk about generational wealth now. Let's even talk about present wealth. We all need to survive. If you are thinking of survival mode, then I think you need to listen to this. People come to me, I share things with them, but come on, guys. There are times whereby my time needs to be valued, where things that I think I share needs to be valued. And it might be the smallest common things. I shared something similar earlier in the year where I sold the Masterclass for about 50 USD. And some people were like, oh, is it not common knowledge? Common knowledge is giving people money. There's this person I follow on Instagram. I'll post all these things here. He does the moving business, logistics business. And he put it right there. He's been sharing his journey. This is not something that somebody is hiding or somebody is choosing not to share. This is even people sharing you and showing you their books. Revenue of 300,000 in 8 months. Let's just assume. So let's just say like before the end of the year, in 1 year, it can make close to 400,000. Of course, that's not all his profits, but you will understand that that's a good amount of profits that should be coming at the end of the year. It started as a side hustle for this guy, and side hustle is not becoming the main hustle. I remember I spoke about it then, and people were like, but what is it? It's the simple things, honestly. I have put so many things together, and I am sharing this with you if you are interested, because I think one thing you can do for yourself right now is to have a plan B. People are losing their jobs. There's inflation. There's recession. People are losing their jobs. People have not even gotten jobs. I have seen people that started from nothing. I have seen people that they have side hustles in their house. I have seen people that come to me and they confide in me. Someone has like an African store. This lady came into Canada, not even as a permanent resident, as a temporary resident, as a student. She started selling African stuff from the comfort of her home. She opened a full-fledged brick-and-mortar walk-in store, and in a month, they grossed over 67,000 that they had to seal their account. Like, where did this money come from? People are still making this money. And it's like, people just feel like, oh, it's too mundane, it's too overstretched, it's too cliche. What's not cliche? Project management is cliche. Cybersecurity is cliche and saturated. Everything in this life, I think, is already saturated. It just depends on your twist. It depends on what uniqueness you are bringing to the table. In fact, I am one of those people that will say, oh, why would you open an African store? African store in this day and age, like that's too saturated. But someone made 67,000 in a month from African store revenue. That's not the whole profit, but let's even say half of that is our profit. Is that not good money? You can imagine making that in a year, and it keeps on. And this is like when they first opened, and this is someone that is big on advertising. You can imagine them just doing it little by little and little by little, like that. I'm just telling you that there are little things you can do from the comfort of your home. And like I said, you don't have to be a business owner. You don't have to be a content creator. There are things that you can even do. You might not be the kind of person that you're interested in doing all that. You would ask me, told me, how do I invest? Investment starts from the little things that people don't even see. It's just a very few sects that will have that bulk money to invest. Many times it's from $100 to $200 to $500 to $1,000. Let's be sincere with ourselves. If we are really diligent, all these monies, they actually add up. They actually build onto something that you're working on. And that is exactly how I started. Because people come to ask me, oh, Tommy, how come you can afford this house? We recently moved to a 7-bed house. And people were like, in Ontario? I said, yes, in Ontario, we moved to a 7-bed house. We bought a new car, cash. People are asking me, how do you afford it? And I was like, everybody thinks we are financing. We are business owners. Many times they don't even finance you. Even if they want to finance you, you are putting a huge chunk of the money on the table. Imagine, let's say something costs like 100K and they are telling you to drop 50K. Come on. Like that 50K has even cash. It has even bought like a brand new of whatever. So, and I'm saying that people ask me these questions. I don't want to share, but I'm just sharing it so that people can understand, like, is the little things. Did we start like this when we came to Canada? Absolutely not. I shared it on this same channel, the kind of house we moved into when we moved into Canada. We wanted a bigger house for different things, for business and many other things. And we moved into a bigger house. And people are like, oh, how come you can afford this thing? At first, it was like disbelief, it's not possible. But when they know that you're in a country whereby you cannot lie about these things, if I was lying about the house, how come, who is paying the bills? I can't lie about the kind of place I stay. It's very obvious. This is not like back in Africa that's, oh, something, I don't know. Who will give me this kind of house? But I'm telling you that it's from the little things. It's from $100. It's from £50. It's from $100. It keeps on adding up. Some of us might not have bulk money. Some of us might have been privileged to have that. A lot of people have asked me on Instagram, what do you guys do for business? You've been talking about business. So what do you guys do for business? And I am like, okay, I have shared a little bit. I have been sharing this all the while. I've been shouting it, but nobody was like, what's she talking about? Now, if you really want to learn, if you really think you need this for yourself, whether you stay in Canada, you stay in the United Kingdom, you stay in Australia, you stay in any part of Europe, you stay in USA, and you think, oh, I might need this, or even if you live in Nigeria or any other place and you're planning to migrate, you're planning to relocate, I think this is going to be of immense benefit to you as it was to us. I learned so many things. I bought courses. If you are looking for money, I am so sorry, you need to spend money. Some people will be like, why they selling Masterclass? They've come again. Well, I took that plunge. I took that risk. I know how many courses, things that I bought, putting this and this together. I think that's just how life is. Am I saying that people have not been burnt? Am I saying that people have not like felt like, oh, this was not of any benefit or any value to me? Of course that happens. But on the flip side, you can get value as well. That's just life. That's just life. Things happen, bad things happen. In the same place that bad things happen, good things happen. If you close your eyes to those things, unfortunately, opportunities might pass you by. And in the bid of you saying, oh, I don't want that thing, people have moved on. People are moving on from there. And of course, they will be rising. So if this is something that you think you would want, I have a course that I have put together. It's a pre-recorded class. I have put it together. I have shared things that I know that worked for me personally as an immigrant without me needing to work for anybody when I came to Canada. Was it easy? No, but we started from the first step to second step and third step, and we are still building on from there. We have businesses that we are working on. We have businesses that we are doing. We have businesses we are investing in. And that is what I am telling you right now. So it's a pre-recorded class. I'm also going to be sharing how you can learn things for yourself, like school yourself. Unfortunately, nobody is coming to save us. Nobody is coming to save you. But if you're an immigrant, you can do it. And I believe you can sincerely do it. I am of the belief that immigrants can thrive. In fact, I don't want to even hear any other thing. Is it I thrive or I thrive? That is the best thing I know. Is it I flourish or I flourish? There's no plan B. There's no second answer. There's no second thing. I'm not saying this to like glorify anything or to say, oh, this is how it will happen. I have shared my life publicly. People knew where I started from, how we bought one old car, like the car was, but it was everything to us as at that time. We couldn't afford a brand new car. Now that we can afford a brand new car, we got it. And that's exactly what I believe. Life is in stages. Life is like gradually. I have shared my journey. If you follow me on Instagram, you will see how all those things have panned out. I've said it in many places. How when we first came from Africa, from Nigeria, all the money my husband had, we poured it into paying our rent for like a year. And my husband had to go back and forth traveling, like, of course, to make money. I was with my kids. I would go to food banks. In fact, I was happy that my husband traveled at some point because you might feel some sort of way. But I was happy going to food banks because that was what we could afford. Sincerely, that was what we could afford. And I shared it then. I was sharing it, and people were like, what is this? But that was my life then. This was me affording only thrift clothing for myself, for my children. But I'm so thankful today. So if this in any way speaks to you, if you think you need a break, you need a plan B, you need something bigger, you need to build something, it's from the little things. I'm not going to promise you one very verbose thing like, oh, this. I'm sorry, guys. I am a very, very laid back learner. I learn like little by little. I'm not someone that's probably, I'm speaking all these jargons. I know what I know definitely, but I try to put things like from the smallest pedestal so that anybody can even learn it. Even a little child can learn it. And this has been the thing that has been working for me all my life. I just take it one step at a time. And I know all the big grammar. So unfortunately, if you're expecting something so big to say, oh, I added this and this, I did that, I did S&P, I did all that, I'm so sorry. That might not be. This is me talking about the little things you can do. People make money from cleaning. People make money from all those things. Things that you probably did not think of. And trust me, that is where the money is. I'm not in any way saying don't have a corporate job or anything. This is just personal for me. It works for me right now, currently. Can that change tomorrow? Probably. But currently, I am enjoying the space I am in. I am enjoying working on several things at the same time, seeing it work, seeing it like materialize. Like there's nothing so sweet like that. I benefited from the Canadian government when I came into Canada, and I am so happy to give back. In a month, I know how much you pay as like salaries, how much you pay for advertising and things like that. It's a whole lot. I am happy to give that money back. I know how much you pay in taxes. I am happy to give that money back because I know I got a lot, and well, thank God this is the same land that is making us flourish. In the midst of all the, oh, there are no jobs, there's no this, there's no that, people are still flourishing. People are still thriving. People are still doing all those things. The unfortunate thing is that many of us don't know these people exist because they don't talk about it. They are probably not social media people. They are not like me. There are things that I talk about. It's as simple as me talking about how toilets get clogged in Canada. And somebody was like, somebody finally said it. But it's been there. But people are not talking about it probably because they're not social media people. They didn't even know the platform. They didn't know how to address it. I spoke about it and I was like, after all these years, and everybody was like, told me, yes, yes, yes. I was like, what? So you guys know this thing? So guys, that's just it. Like my husband would say, we all need that push. If you are driving on the express, in life, don't stand on one spot. People are coming from the back. They will push you. I remember driving, and my husband was telling me, like when he was teaching me how to drive, and I'll just be driving little by little, like I don't want to go too fast. My husband was like, drive that car. They will push you, like they will hit you from the back. So you can't just stay, you can't settle. You have to move. I'll be leaving the link in my description box. It's a pre-recorded class. It's about 2 hours or something. You can just watch it in beats, watch 20 minutes today, watch 1 hour today. And honestly, I believe it's going to be of immense value to you. I have shared everything that helped us when we came to Canada. I'm also going to be sharing business ideas with you because people ask me that question many, many times. Okay, so what can I even do? I have to have 5,000. What can I even do? How can I start? I have shared all that with you. The little things, I have broken it down for you to properly understand, have a grasp of it, and know what you can do for yourself. This is a monetized class. I know I come on here on YouTube and I share, but guys, this is part of it. It's a cycle. I can't go to someone that sells pastries to say, oh, give me pastries for free. And I also believe that if people attach a value to it, they will probably see it of more value. That's the way I operate myself mentally in my head. Even if it is $1, even if it is $50, even if it is $20, I hold it in like I need to get something from this. And that is exactly what I am bringing to you. Because I think this is going to be like a universal thing, I'm not going to be addressing only people in Canada. I have made it like a blanket and universal figure. So that's why it is priced in USD and not in CAD, because I know people from Nigeria might want to purchase this class. I know people from USA, from UK, from wherever you are, you might want to purchase this class. It is 50 USD, and the link to getting this course is going to be in my description box. So just click on the link and it will take you directly to where you can make payments and where you'll be accessing the class. Like I said, it's not a Zoom class, it's not a Zoom lesson or anything like that. It's a pre-recorded class that I think that you would highly and really benefit from. So if this is something that you think you would like, or you feel anybody that is close to you would like, kindly send this to them, and hopefully at the end of the day, all the dreams we have, all the prayers we want for ourselves, for our children, by God's grace, may it come to pass. And I really believe in that. I am someone with so much positivity. I have so much faith in me. I believe in God so much. I believe in doing my part. I believe in God doing His as well. And I just totally believe that whatever you set your mind to doing, you will definitely achieve it. I had this belief even when I had 0 naira or $0 in my account. And that belief kept me going. Like, there was no giving up in the equation. There was no giving up. It was either it works or it works. And by God's grace, I am so thankful. So thankful. It's not by my own power. It's not by my strength. I totally owe everything to God, honestly. But this is us also doing our part. So if you're interested, kindly click on the link and I'll see you in class. Bye.